As lockdown restrictions ease, football fans across the country are hopeful they'll be allowed to see their sides in the flesh within the next month. At Gig Lane, however, the turnstiles will be staying firmly shut. It's almost 2 years now since Bury FC's financial problems mounted, leaving them unable to compete and thus expelled from the Football League after a 125-year membership. It's been a tough time to be a football fan of any kind the past year or so, but just what has it been like to be a Bury fan, and what does the future hold for those fans who lost their beloved club? Aimee Brosnan, a regular at Gig Lane for over a decade, returned to Bury FC's home for the first time since the club's demise to talk about all things Bury. So how does it feel being back at Gig Lane today?
It's pretty surreal, really. I've been tempted to pop down for a walk, but because obviously all we've been able to do is go down for a walk recently, but I've just not been able to do it. It's been very raw still, very upsetting.
It's almost 2 years now since Bury's problems mounted and the club were expelled from the Football League. How do you reflect on the whole saga?
Oh, it was horrible. You don't expect it to happen to any club, let alone your own. And I just don't know how the owners and the Football League could let it happen to us. I'll never forgive them for that.
As anyone who has ever visited the town of Bury will attest, they aren't the type of people to just give up. Bury's fans have formed the Phoenix club, Bury AFC. The club is based in Radcliffe, just 2 miles away from Gig Lane, ran by the fans, for the fans. Though not every Bury supporter is behind the club, many have distanced themselves from the Phoenix club. They still hold out hope for the revival of the original Bury FC. Aimee, however, is one of those firmly behind the new club.
It's nice to have a team to follow and support again. The people in this community just wouldn't let a club die like that. So I think it's the best of a bad situation and you just got to enjoy the journey. I look at AFC Wimbledon and see them, they've climbed through the league and they've got a new stadium, and it gives me a lot of hope for Bury. And I think with the right investment that we could really do something with the club, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Bury's wait for football has been further complicated by COVID-19. Fans haven't yet been able to pack out Stainton Park in support of their new heroes, something Aimee admits has been very difficult.
It's tough. I mean, personally I have other interests as well, but I know people like my dad, for instance, he's found it really difficult. And the people, well, the fans that have been going for 30, 40 years and seeing their friends every week at the matches, I think it's just been a really tough time. And then not being able to watch Bury AFC because of COVID, it's just, really tough.
So having endured over a year without a club and waited out a pandemic, there is finally light at the end of the tunnel for the town of Bury. Bury AFC is seemingly the future of this northern town, and Aimee is quietly optimistic about the future.
I'm just happy to have a team to follow and support. The journey's just starting, I suppose, and I'm sure we'll get there.